In a recent video called Unseen Operation, we took a look at the obscure operations of the Delaware-Lackawanna Diamond Branch and 7D Lumber that the railroad served. In the comments sections, one of my most loyal viewers, Hans, made a very perceptive statement, and that is that there was a building that was shown in the video that is no longer there today. By the way, it should be pointed out that Hans has received the highest number of hearts of anybody who watches and follows my channel. So I guess we got a little bromance going on there. But anyway, he was in fact right. The building that he's referring to is this building here. This is the Sandone Tire Company of Scranton, and at the time that this picture was taken, there were estimated to be 45,000 to 50,000 tires in this building. And keep that in mind because there's a reason I'm pointing that out to you. On August 27th, 2015, about roughly 1 year after the video of the locomotives were shot, the building burned to the ground. And I mean it burned to the ground. I don't know if it was ever determined what caused the fire, but I'll tell you what, it was a fire unlike I've ever seen before. And I've seen my share of fires. In fact, the fire burned for days, and it wreaked havoc all through downtown Scranton. In fact, although I don't know this for sure, but I believe it might be the reason why 7D Lumber, which is what the railroad was serving in that video, that was a place called 7D Lumber, a pretty big outfit too. I know they're all over Pennsylvania. They might even be all over the country, but they're definitely all over Pennsylvania. That might be the reason why 7D Lumber pulled out of there in 2016. I'll be doing a video on that at another time. In fact, I have several videos that I'm going to be doing not only on this branch but also on the operations here at 7D Lumber, because they were very small, but they were very small, they were very obscure, but they were interesting. What's also interesting about the operation was before the building was occupied by Sandone Tire, it was occupied by a company called Gress Refrigerated Services. And what they did was they were a big warehouse for refrigerated products. I know I delivered to them, not this particular warehouse, but they have several of them, and I've delivered to their warehouses back in my truck driving days. But before Sandone Tire occupied that building, Gress occupied it, and the reason I bring that up is because back in 2006, I can remember a yellow Union Pacific insulated reefer being spotted there, because they did get rail service. Gress got rail service. I don't know if Sandone Tire ever got rail service. They never did while I saw them, but Gress did get rail service. And it was interesting because they had sort of a little, you could say, minor street running operation, which you can see here. And like I said, back in 2006, I do remember seeing a Union Pacific insulated reefer spotted there. So I find that to be pretty interesting. By the time the building burned to the ground, Sandone Tire was not getting any rail service there, but there was always that hope that it could come back at some point. Although the tracks are still there, buried in the dirt, and visible. From this point on, I'll let the video speak for itself.
That's what hers is, right?
No, I would be like, what's that smell? I gotta go check this out.
Jimmy, now is there cars like that are...
I have slept in that building.
I know you've got that.
No. Yeah, guys, you got an extra bunk up here? You got an extra tire I can lay?
Yeah, it's like 5 floors. That's crazy. Did you ever drive by there with the truck? Yes, I almost. It was a big snow mound when we were teenagers, and Mary went over and we almost hit the car. I know my Let's go and see if
go home.
Did you read your thing on Facebook about the average girl? This is so weird. Did you download your app for your flashlight? Alright. You put, and when you do that, it's really bad. Like, it's like through China, and it's like,
The fire
You would have hoped it was a nice firewall. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Now, Aaron, come here and check this out.
How long you been here?
Oh, I bet this is fucking 12.
Apparently they're getting water on the hot spots. It's mostly steam coming up now. It appeared to have started on the second or third floor. And I saw smoke coming out of the third floor window. An hour later, all night here.
Well, I remember thinking about how many tires were in that building, and I said, if those tires are ablaze,
They said they estimated 50,000.
I believe it. That's what I said. That fire ain't going on anytime soon.
We got 9 stories. Actually, when the fire started really cooking inside before the roof collapsed,
Mm-hmm.
all you could see was that looks like it's starting to get heavier now. Well, you can be rest assured of one thing, Sandone will not rebuild.
Okay, I wanted to inject here just for a second. Take a look at these puddles, okay? These puddles that you see, these are from all the fire water, or from the fire trucks spraying the fire. That's what these puddles are that you see. And I wanted to point that out to you because at the end of this video, you'll see, and I may interject again. I don't know. We'll just have to see how I feel when the end of the video comes. But you'll notice the fire water streaming for a whole block away. So that's that. Here's what I was talking about before, so I guess I did decide to interject again. But anyway, this is what I was talking about before when I said that the rinse water or the fire water from the fire hoses, it was leak. I don't even know what word to use, but bottom line is you can see it for yourself. This is a block away. We're a block away now from where the fire actually was, and you can see the water dripping down from the trestle. I forget what they call this trestle, but it's something interesting. By the way, if you're interested in history, that trestle is no longer blue and it no longer says Lackawanna County Railroad. It just got repainted recently, and it's like a boxcar red type of color, and I don't remember seeing any lettering on it, so it's just like a plain reddish color now. But I'm showing you these stills right here, or not stills, but this particular video right here, that chimney. That's also another building that's no longer there. I don't know if the chimney is still there, but the building itself isn't. That used to be a power plant of sorts that provided power to downtown Scranton. And I do believe it was the Erie Railroad that served that. Now, the right-of-way where the trains used to bring in the coal hoppers is still there, but the power plant is not. The power plant was torn down not long after Sandone Tire burned down. So, there's 2 historic buildings that are gone now, which is an unfortunate loss to the history books.